You want to roll it about 1/8 of an inch thick. So quite thin. And then I'm using this cutter. I'm just going to continue cutting these. The pastry rounds are ready, and now it's time to start on the filling. I need some mixed peel for this recipe, but I just have mixed fruit and it needs to be chopped really fine. The first thing I'm going to start off with is 6 tablespoons of butter, or it's just over 1/3 of a cup. I've got that in my bowl, and I'm just going to put it in the microwave to melt. So anyway, when my mom used to make these, all she used was melted butter, brown sugar, and currants. But I'm going to add a few little extra ingredients. So I have melted my butter here, and I'm adding 3/4 of a cup of brown sugar. And let me stir that. And to that, I'm adding 1½ cups of currants. Let's stir that up. Now, one of the optional ingredients is you can add a tablespoon of dark rum, but then you let the filling sit for a couple of hours. And to that, I have my chopped mixed peel that I chopped really fine. This is a glaze mix because I didn't have just the peel, so I use what I have. But you can add like 1/3 of a cup of candied orange peel and 1/3 of a cup of candied lemon peel. So, but this is what I'm using, so between 1/2 and 2/3 of a cup. There we go. And I'm just going to mix that in. Now, optional spices. I'm just using a touch of nutmeg, cinnamon, and allspice. But you don't even have to use anything. But this is like 1/8 of a teaspoon of each of these, if that. But just a little wee bit. And I'm just going to mix that all in. You can make the filling up in advance. You can make the pastry up in advance. Whatever you prefer. It's not like just do it all on the same day. When these are baked, they can be frozen. I'm not putting the rum in today, but there's the mixture. And then we're going to assemble them. First things first, I'm going to put the oven on at 375 degrees. So you take one of the little pastries here and you just put a spoonful of filling on it. And then you bring the ends up to the center. Squeeze them together as so, and flatten them down. These are just little ones. I think my mom made them a bit bigger, and I have at times too, but I'm just making mini ones today. Then you just put it on your cookie sheet. No need to grease the sheet. So make sure. There it is. They kind of shrink sometimes. So, as I said, you just take, whoops, I'm dropping the currants. Just take a spoonful of filling. And you bring all the edges up together into the center. and you just flatten them. Next one. Spoonful of filling. Oops. There we go. Bring them up to the center. And put them on your tray and flatten them. Just going to continue doing that. Now before you put them in the oven, you cut 3 slits in the top with a sharp knife. Okay. Then you brush them with milk or a little egg. I'm using milk. Oops, a little bit. Okay, so they're all brushed with a little milk or egg, your choice. And then I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of sugar on top. And I'm going to put them in the oven. The oven is ready now. Now I do have some leftover filling and I'm just going to freeze that. It freezes very well. So there's the finished products. Little Eccles cakes. Couple of them I put a little too much filling in, so it did overflow a little bit, but they still taste good like that anyway. And I'm going to taste these in a minute. Let them cool a bit. Here's the goodness inside. It's still a little warm, but I'm going to try it. This is one of my favorite things my mom used to make. Of course, as I said, she made it very simple. She just made it with butter, brown sugar, and currants. I added a few extra things, but it is great whichever way you have it.